The events of this story revolve around a young woman named Manal. Manal, a student in the last academic year of university. Manal is the only daughter in a family of 6 members, father and mother, 4 male brothers and sister. Manal's father is a government employee who works in one of the government bodies, while her mother was a housewife. Manal's mother was suffering from a severe illness. Because of this disease, Manal's mother was not able to perform her homework. Manal was always helping her mother. Days passed and the disease increased on Manal's mother until she died. The family was saddened by this, and Manal was the saddest of all the members of her family. Manal not only considered her mother a mother but also considered her a close friend. Manal became the one who took care of the house after the death of her mother. She used to spend the day at the university, and in the evening she was preparing food and cleaning the house and so on. Manal was going to the university exhausted from fatigue. One day Manal met a young man with her in the same school year. The young man named Samir got to know Manal, and with time they became close friends. Samir was very much accompanied with Manal. As the school year drew to a close, Samir told his girlfriend Manal that he wanted to apply for her engagement. Manal was very happy when she heard this news, but at the same time she was a little scared. In the end, Samir applied for Manal's engagement. At first, Manal's father was rejecting the idea of marrying her to a young man who had not yet graduated from university. He sees that the future of this young man is unknown. In the end, and with the help of Manal's brothers, the father agreed to the engagement. The engagement took place, but there was no marriage. Until Samir graduates and joins a suitable job. Manal was always helping Samir during the study and even after graduation. Manal was looking for jobs everywhere until Samir finally found a suitable job with the help of Manal. Finally, the dream came true for Samir and Manal, and they got married. Life was very happy. After a year and a half of marriage, Manal had her daughter, and her name is Farah. The small family was very happy and lived a quiet life. With time, Samir was promoted in his work until he became a manager in the company he works for. After Samir got the promotion, his treatment towards his beloved Manal began to change. Samir became late from home as he was unusually, as he became always isolated, little talk to Manal, and no longer spends much time with his daughter. One night Manal woke up in the middle of the night. She was thirsty and went to the kitchen in order to get a glass of water. Samir was not there next to Manal. When Manal approached the kitchen, I heard Samir talking on the phone. It was clear that Samir was talking to a girl. Samir was surprised by Manal in front of him and had to close the call immediately. Manal said, "Who were you talking to?" Samir exploded angry at that time, and shouted at Manal saying, "This is not your business. Know that I love another girl and we will get married soon, whether you like it or not." Manal started crying and she says, "And why are you doing all this to me?" Samir did not answer Manal and walked away. Eventually Samir married the other girl, who was very wealthy. Samir and his second wife began to frequent, he and his second wife, all the family members, forgetting Manal. When Manal's father learned of what happened to his daughter, he went to reproach her husband Samir for what he had done towards his daughter, but Samir met Manal's father rudely. In the end, Manal asked Samir for divorce. Samir agreed immediately, as if he wanted it from the beginning, despite the sadness and deep wound inside Manal's heart, but she decided to return to live in her father's house. Manal joined a job in order to spend on her little daughter. Years passed and Manal became a successful businesswoman, and her daughter grew up and Manal's life became much better. While Samir lost his position and his wife abandoned him because he became poor at that time, Samir regretted what he had done to Manal but knew full well that Manal was impossible to forgive for what he had done to her or her daughter.